All right, so jumping back into the league for over 100 goals as top scorer for Return Sphere and Tech Find. We are going against the Luca Goers this time. So we had a pretty good start. We scored 21 goals. 21 goals in our first effort. And we're hoping to continue that. So as you can see, I think this is it. So I think they've auto-adjusted their levels according to us. And look how pitiful this is. We've got a level 62 brother. And the max level they go up is by 10 levels. I think this is the adjustment. And this will not be enough to stop our sort of reign of terror, if I can say. We're going to actually stop here. I messed up. I need to check if brother can learn any useful techniques. I don't think there's anything that he really can learn. The main thing we'd be looking for is like a level 3 shot. But at these levels, they're not going to be able to utilize them due to the sheer amount of HP involved. And also, we're not gonna let them shoot. So there's multiple reasons that it won't be relevant, but we need to still check. So starting off, Grave making it a little bit difficult doing a no break here. We don't want that. We want them to break. We want them to let brother tackle through. He needs that time to tackle through, get a goal, and save us some time on the clock, because we're trying to make quick work of these games. So, as I had mentioned in the previous video, we spent 6.5 hours grinding for brother to hit level 60. He got 2 level ups in that last game because he got 101 experience. 101 experience in the first half of the last game. Leveled up. He got like 70 or 80 in the second half. And, we're just going to keep on climbing until we continue to get these goals. Roddy can't stop it. 50 seconds in, we're already at 2 goals. It is notable to say Roddy's catch at 11 is pretty formidable. Like, it can cause problems. And we didn't get Duran. So if anyone has like a goalie contract expire and they sign Duran, this could be problems. We could have to get closer and closer to the goal. That'll be a challenge. But honestly, at this point, like I don't want to get too cocky or too arrogant, but I think we've crushed it. I think we've crushed the record that we're going for, and I think that we could score. I think it's feasible that we could score over 200 goals in a league. Top scorer position, but I don't want to be too arrogant quite yet, because it could definitely fall apart. Like we got really lucky in the first game, and we have to assume with levels like being average and everything, it'll only get worse. But we don't see that evidence right now with the Luca Goers. These aren't good levels. Like going up to like level 9 to deal with a level 62 player is so. It's such a hollow like effort, like it's very much not gonna work. But they're getting it a solid try. I'm really liking that in the first halves of these games, they're oftentimes encountering brother in the midfield and then just letting it go. Like they're really not going right side or left side like Barrick was in that second half. They're facing brother head on, which is really, really good for us, because we don't want to have to encounter on the right or left side. It just takes a little bit more time to get the ball and a little bit more time to be put in position. The benefit is brother is so quick that he will eventually encounter them, but like I said, it just takes more time, and time we don't want to waste. I probably could fix this a little bit. So brother's able to stop that there, right? He's able to intercept, like all's good. But Letty's dead weight. So if someone gets past brother, I should probably have a better player there to actually block the pass. Because worst case scenario, it gets past brother, and then the second person would stop the pass. That's not how it works right now. How it works right now is if the pass gets beyond brother, then we're kind of screwed, honestly, to a degree. It's not all bad though, because we've been able to garner such an advantage here. I don't know if we should particularly worry about losing anything. Like, this is sheer dominance. And just like that, Roddy scored on again. Jeez. This is a massacre. Like, what is this? Is I should address as well. I did think about recording my like streaming my grind to level 99 or sorry, level 60 for brother, but I didn't think it was necessary. The main reason was I feel like if I stream, I have to entertain the audience I'm streaming to, which makes sense, you know, that's how that works. But I already planned on like watching a show and stuff while doing it. Like I really planned on like disengaging and just like, you know, kind of just mindlessly shooting. So I didn't want to include people there. And I know we did get scored on there, but it's not a big deal. We're just trying to score as much as we can. If they score on us and we get the ball back, especially in brother's hands, I'll take that. That's okay. We probably want to shoot on at least the 30 here. Probably earlier. This could be where it falls apart. I mean, we are certainly not going to beat our record from the first one. Oh God, we are actually making big mistakes here. This could be bad. I mean, we're not gonna score 2 goals this half, but brother will steal the ball and he will score. That is good. That's a shame though. We kind of got too arrogant there. That was our fault. Like we should have been a lot more cautious. And we won't be able to score here because it'll take approximately 4 to 5 seconds for Grave to actually gain control of himself. 6 seconds. Oh, this is actually a good test though. Brother does not encounter on the left side. That's not good. It doesn't really matter, but it's not good. Okay, he's gonna encounter here. We're gonna tackle, get a little bit of experience. And then we're going to move on to the next half. Already up 8-1. So far, we are 29 goals in. 29 goals. That's a lot of goals. And more shoot. That's fantastic. That's exactly what we're looking for. That's the main stat that is our... not our crutch, but it's the one stat that really, really, really matters. No, that was the one thing where I was looking at brother and I was like, if I could just shave like 5 stats, like five off of endurance and then put like that 5 into shoot, like it would be perfect. This one I'm taking it a little bit more cautious. I'm getting closer than I should have to. I also made a very rookie mistake. I didn't check Roddy to see if he had any techniques on. Looks like he does not have grip gloves at least. He could still have super goalie because that's a trigger. That's an ability that triggers occasionally, not 100% of the time. So we could still be facing super goalie. It's unlikely, but we should respect that still. I did also think about making this like a mark mode situation where I set Grave as the mark for brother, but in testing, what I actually found was it was a really bad idea because let's say brother encounters Grave, right? He encounters the midfielder, he has a good time, and he steals the ball. Like mark mode's working great, but let's say he encounters it and then Grave passes over him. He's then still stuck on Grave, and we can't get him off him. And sure, you could alternate between, you know, the ones you're specifically using, but I think it's better to just let brother free roam, do what he needs to do, and get as much as he needs to get in terms of the encounters. Because he should start pursuing a boost here, and this should be it for a boost's dreams. Yeah, I mean, we certainly have enough tackle to steal this. But as I had mentioned before, this game much less successful than the previous one. But it's not a big deal. Like we got 21 goals in our first game. We've scored our minimum of 10, and everything else just counts towards other games essentially. Like we're just tacking on to give ourselves a little bit of cushion in case we score like 6 goals in one of the games. You know, we're not completely out of it. All right. Well, brother now has the ball. He is gonna go for the another shot, and you know, we're just gonna keep it going. They scored 1 goal. We scored 11. You know, it seems balanced, right? That seems like a fair game. I am really happy I stole Nimruk though. The greatest fear I had was having Nimruk as the opposing goalie, because I would just get shut down every time. Like it would not be a good time. I wonder what it is about Titus that makes it so brother encounters there. The reason I find it odd is I'm pretty sure Titus and Letty have the exact same speed. They're both at 60 speed. So it's not like Titus is slower, so the encounter happens later. It's just that like weird things happen. Very luckily we do not get withered or venom there. We don't want venom, to say the least. We do have anti-wither equipped, but not anti-venom. We could have actually tech copied that, which maybe I should have, when we were grinding for levels. But I didn't think that was necessarily needed. Actually, speaking of it, on all the amount of, all the tech copies I did during the grind, I actually didn't learn any techniques, because I actually didn't go for any. Like, none of them were useful. It was anti-venom and venom tackle. Like, both of those are not, they're just not necessary, you know? Like, there's maybe anti-venom, because I didn't think about that scenario, but even then, I'm not super worried that things are going to go south. They seem to just be going okay. But yeah, this is by far the most amount of goals I've ever scored in Blitzball in this series. And then the most amount of experience I got. And that was all last video, but I mean, these are monumental experience gains. It's pretty nuts, actually. Gonna go for the venom tackle again. Gonna miss it again. I mean, it's like a 30% chance or 40% chance. It's not incredibly likely, so it's not unlikely to see it fail multiple times in a row. It will give them a little bit of experience, which is nice. You know what? I take back what I said about, in the last video I said this is the most amount of goals someone can score in Blitzball. If you look at this video, where the average level of the team, the opposing team, went up to like level 10, you could probably actually get brother to level 99 just to like buff his stats like crazy and get that speed up. And you might be able to be successful with multiple more goals than this. That is possible. Because you could maybe force the encounter earlier on, right? Like, you know, all this swimming I'm doing in the very beginning after the tackle to swim forward and get in position? I can maybe cut that out. And then when I tackle Grave, because I'm so fast, I'm already in position, immediately shoot, and then immediately just have a win. And also, I might be able to cut down on these right side encounters because I'm so quick. As in, like, they wouldn't happen because I would force the encounter on Grave before he could do anything. Potentially. I'm like, what's my speed right now? Like 86, 87? It's still pretty, it's pretty good, but maybe that little extra boost would help. And you also have to consider the opposing midfielder. Like, if they're slower, would that be better? Or if they're faster, would that be better? But there's actually a few things to consider here. It's tough to test because Nav Guado is the midfielder for the Guado Gories, who are, you know, they're like the fastest team initially, but Nav Guado's one of the slowest midfielders initially. So it's not like he's even really a good option for having a fast midfielder. I'm trying to think if there's any free agents that are really fast midfielders early on. Maybe like Tats and Kilika. I mean, he's not really fast, but he's like 66 speed. I mean, that's okay, right? It'd be interesting. I don't know if you could ever score over 25 goals in a half. I think that would be asking for a little bit much. But we'll see. I mean, maybe we won't. I don't think I'm gonna actually go for that. That seems really, really crazy. Maybe one day. But it looks like we got a little bit of experience for the opposing team. They definitely leveled up a little bit. We got a lot of experience for brother, and that was pretty much it because he's our player, and he does have 87 speed now. So maybe with an increase that could be good. Anyways, looks like Yama's contract with the Albites expired. I hope they don't sign another goalie. They don't. Okay, perfect. Yama is just bad enough. Bixen, he's on the chart. 18-1 is our final score. Regardless to say, I think I've scored more. No, I wouldn't say that. I was going to say 39 goals as top scorer. I've scored more than that in a league before, but it's pretty good. We are already a little under, I mean, we're 39% of the way there. The way that works, right? To 100 goals. Anyways, yeah, let's see if any other, our contracts don't matter as much, but yeah, no contract expirations. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and when you come back, we're going to be playing more Blitzball. Till next time.